here's Tanya Ewing. Thank you for agreeing to talk to us as well. Your product is something called Ewgeco. Ewgeco? I knew I had to practice saying that. Tanya, I want to ask, there are a couple of questions that I want to ask you, but maybe do you want to just recap and tell us what Ewgeco is about and how you came about the idea just briefly?
Yes, Ewgeco stands for electricity, water, gas, and it's an ecological product. I came up with the idea 2 years ago when I got a very large gas bill in and tried to read my meter and understand it. I thought if I turned my radiators down from 3 to 2.5, what difference would it have made to this bill? And I found there's absolutely nothing out there in the world to give me the information to make that change and to understand how much the change would then cost. So I decided to go out and invent my own product.
And so you've invented a product that does exactly exactly
that. It shows you
then.
how much you're using, it shows you the cost, and it shows you very intuitively with traffic lights as well as information displayed numerically.
And actually one thing I wondered yesterday is where in the house is it put? Is it put near the meter or?
It's completely wireless, so it's up to yourself.
Okay.
But it's like a home telephone that needs a power supply. So it can be fixed on the wall, or it can just sit on top of a unit or a cupboard, worktop or something. Anyway, and I personally, as a vendor, like to see in the hallway, the main thoroughfare of a house. So before you leave the house, you can check they've not left anything on. Before you go to bed, you can check your supply then. So I just think it'll be something that's an infrastructure of your own home.
And it sounds like something that's very, very clever. Did it take you a long time actually to find the technical solution?
And it continuously doing so, yes. There's a lot that I've done with this. It's a very clever, very, very clever, intelligent device.
Yeah.
And it will continuously get even more clever the more I develop it.
So you were talking about something yesterday about design creep, that as inventors or somebody working on their own product, it's tempting to just go back and try and perfect. What have you got any tips around?
I think it's important
when it's finished or
well,
good enough?
I don't think mine is ever going to be finished. I'll always be developing it. But it was very important for me to get something to market, especially to be the market leader, to be the first one out there.
Yeah.
So it's very important for me to say, right, this is what I'm going to do as the first one to market, and then continuously think and develop what other products and what other added features I can add to it in the future.
And when you talk about the importance of getting to market, you're more web savvy, I'd say, than most inventors that I talk to. Can you tell us something about what you see you want to do with your website in order to capture the interest or make sales?
Yeah, the website itself is going to be actually where people will go for the information. The device itself will be a fabric of our home and something that we get to live with, but the website's where you engage with information.
Right.
You can see it with graphs and charts. You can read it anywhere in the world. So
it's a sort of add-on to the product?
Yes, it's a complete service. The product's only part of the complete service you can get from myself, which means that you'll be able to see your energy use for your either home or your business anywhere in the world. You can get predictive bills, get an idea of the consumption, and then be able to hopefully make some changes because of what information I'm able to give you.
Now, it sounds to me as if you already have such a clear picture in your mind about where the business is going and what it's going to be. Can I ask you that question? In 5 years' time, where do you see yourself? And I know that you've got 1 kid, 2 kids?
I've got a stepdaughter and a little baby.
And where do you see the picture for you in 5 years' time?
Still developing the product.
Okay.
There's so many different variants and things that the product can do because it's monitoring your behaviour. So there's other ways we can, for old people, if they suddenly don't get up in the morning and do the usual things, then they'll be able to text your mobile and tell you that something's wrong with them, or their temperature in their home goes below a certain temperature.
A really big vision there. So where do you see, can I just sort of move that, usually people can't do the 5-year vision, but it sounds as if you're even thinking way beyond that. In 10 years' time, where do you see that you'll be?
A global product, and in the dictionary globally. Everybody knows about it.
And it's on Wikipedia on the net as well, because everybody says the Ewgeco. And it's available for everybody's home, where there's any consumption of water, gas, electricity.
Or any energy at all, whether it's renewable
energy.
or oil, LPG. There's so many things that I can do with the product.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for just sharing with us just a tip of what you must know and what you've discovered by now. And I hope to talk to you again actually in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tanya.